Hey everyone, how's it going today? It's Coach Alvarez here. Another episode, Coffee with Coach. Again, trying to bring those mental vitamins to you every day. Again, trying to make sure that if you didn't wake up on the right side of the bed this morning, we are going to help try to flip that mindset to a better one so that you can have a great day. So lately I've been sharing just some stuff that I've been listening to from David Goggins, right? If you don't know who David Goggins is, then you should. But just be warned that he goes pretty hard in the paint with, the way he comes at you with some stuff. Some people can take that. And people like me, man, I just really drive off of that stuff. Morning, Daniel. How's it going today? So what he's talking about in these videos, when I'm working out, when I'm doing chores, when I'm doing whatever, I'm always listening to this stuff. First thing I get up out of bed in the morning, feeling a little groggy, feeling a little whatever. I'm always listening to this stuff, man, and it just starts to just pump through my veins, man. Gets me moving, gets me going in the right direction. So again, that's why I'm sharing it here. So he's talking about that dog mentality, right? That dog mentality. So he was sharing a conversation he had with an NFL football player, and he's saying, because the NFL football player was asking him, "Hey, David, how do you keep that dog mentality?" And he had asked him, he's like, "Well, what did you want to be growing up?" And he's like, "An NFL football player." And the guy says, "Once I got there, I feel like I achieved my goal. I feel like I got what I wanted. So that drive, that push, that hunger just wasn't there anymore." And so, things start to fall apart after that if you're not keeping up with that drive and that hunger. It happens to all of us. But it happens more to some than others. And David Goggins is talking about, you got to have that dog mentality. He goes, "I got a dog at home." He goes, "I feed him, but he never gets full. He's always hungry. I got 4 dogs, so I can relate to that. Like, you can feed them something, and man, they'll stand there. If you got more food, they'll sit there all day until you run out of food, So I like that analogy, man. They just never get full, never get complacent, never get, have something settled in your mind to where when I get here, that's it. You're happy. You're going to pop the cork, champagne cork, pass out the bubbly, and then that's it, right? That's not it. You got to have that dog mentality where you just never get full. And I've seen that over and over and over again with so many people. I've had a lot of students over the years. And, I get some, man, they set a goal, get really, really hungry on something, and then life happens, man. Change your job, have a breakup, unfortunately, get divorced, get married, have kids. I don't know, pick something that life throws your way, and then you lose that dog mentality. Your mind shifts. It goes somewhere else. Students aren't eating healthy anymore. They're not working out like they used to. They're not showing up to class like they used to. That hunger is starting to fade away. And it's tough to do, but like you said, it's repetition every day. That's the point, right? Like for me, it's the same videos every day. Sometimes new ones pop up. I listen to it, reading the books, doing the videos. It's just repetition every day, staying hungry every day. I really just like how he says, man, just never get full. Just never get full. He's talking about, you want to be a doctor, you become a doctor. Then when you get there, be a better doctor. You lose 50 pounds. Great. He's like, do something with it. He's like, I wrote all this stuff down. He's like, you did a 5K. Cool. Do a 10K. Like, always keep going. There's always set the bar higher. Keep moving. It's just always shifting to where I think sometimes, we just settle for certain things like a number or a rep. For instance, like let's say, I think everyone that works out can relate to this at some point or another. You say, "Hey, I'm going to do," you tell yourself or tell your partner you're with, "I'm going to do 10 reps of whatever," or maybe it's 5 reps. And when you get to that 10 reps or that 5 reps, you actually feel you can do more reps, but you rack the bar, you rack the weight, like it's over. You could have did more. Okay. So, but we put a number in our head. I do pull-ups all the time, and I like what he says in the video. David Guys, he's just like, just do it until you can't do it no more. Instead of doing like reps, like I'll do 10 sets of 10 or 5 sets of 20 on pull-ups or whatever. It's like, man, just do as many as you can without setting a number, because once you get to that number, you're going to stop. You're going to quit. You're going to stop the repetition. So I like that a lot. Like, just don't settle. Don't set the like you're trying to get somewhere, but then when you get there, you got to go a little further. I think I shared something before. It was like an inspirational quote. It's like, when you get to a certain point in life, that you didn't think you could get to, you want to keep going to see like what else is out there. What's on the other side? You can use fear a lot of the times for something like that. You're really fearful of like, well, what if I try this and what if I try that and it doesn't work out? But what if it does work out? What if you get there and then when you do get there, you're like, man, what else is out there? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I did that when I moved. I'm from Saginaw, Michigan, small place. Not too many people leave. A lot of people stay there their entire life. I left, man, I just really opened my eyes to like, man, there's more to life than just this place here. There's other great places. I started traveling and seeing other places all over the world, and it just became like an addiction, kind of like, man, like, wow, man, I've been in this little bubble here. I had a low ceiling, and I wanted to see what else is out there. And hopefully when we get back to, normal, we can get back to doing that thing again. I'll put things in perspective with competition. I won, my goal for competition was I wanted to win the master world title in jiu-jitsu, but then when I won that, I didn't want anyone to say like, well, he got lucky or it was just a good day for him and that was it. So I wanted to win another one. Different guys, different opponents, whatever. And I did win another one. And then when I won that one, as time went on, the brackets started to get bigger. More and more black belts really started to come out and wanted to compete in that tournament. So now the brackets are like 25, 35 people deep, and the mindset was, well, I won 2 already. I can settle with that. No one can ever take those from me. People can say what they want. The people that I had to fight to win those titles, some people refer to them as legends, which they are, every right to, because those guys were beasts. But I beat those guys. But can I win this tournament with like 30 plus people in it? Can you go that far, that deep? Because you just don't know with that many people in it how things are going to turn out. So I ended up doing that in 2017. I think there was like 32 people in my bracket, something like that. 5 matches, brought it home. So I got the 3rd world title. And that's it. I wanted to prove to myself to be like, well, okay, when you first did it, maybe there was 10 guys. And then the second time, maybe there was 12 guys. But now there's 30-something guys in your division. No one can really say anything ever about that because I pulled that off. I did that. I went out there and did it again. So I got 3 world titles. I got 2 silvers at the championship, Master World Championship. Came in second twice. And this last one was last year where, again, it was 5 fights. Made it to the final, lost to a ref decision. Okay. And then I got 3 bronzes. So putting it out there, keep going. I wanted all the titles for IBJJF. I wanted the Brazilian National. I wanted the Master International in Rio. I wanted the Europe International in Barcelona. I wanted the Asian Open, so I went there. I wanted the Pan Pacific in Australia, so I went there. I wanted the European, so I went there. I think you guys get what I'm trying to say. Like, I just didn't get happy because I won 1 tournament and that was it. I wanted to keep going. I wanted to collect them all. The hunger was there. That dog mentality was there. It's like just never getting full. And then always trying to push that bar and keep going somehow, some way. And then when you get there, it gets tough because it's one of those things. It's like when you're at the top of the mountain looking down, there's nothing else up there. But then you got all these people underneath trying to get to where you're at. They're hungry. And you got to keep that hunger the entire time. You got to find ways and do things to keep that hunger. I've had my business for 12 years now, and the hunger's still there to make it one of the best in the area, the best in the state, the best in the country, and the mindset is like I want to keep going. I'm not gonna let a virus like what's going on out there kill my business. At least I'm gonna do everything possible to stay hungry and keep pushing to try to survive this thing and make it out of that thing. So Anyways, I was talking about Rudy the other day. I was actually talking about it in class the other day with some of the guys. So you go back and watch Rudy. This guy had the dog mentality, man. This little dude was just getting blasted by 300-pound guys, 200-something pound guys, and he just kept coming back for more. Ice on the shoulder, all bloodied up. And there's one time where he's they're in the line, they're like facing each other, they're gonna run and tackle each other, and the coach grabs him and was like, "Get out of here!" Man, you're wasting everyone's time, man. Everyone's kept telling you you're not gonna make the team. Rudy pushes him back out the way, man. I can do it, coach. I can do it. I got him, coach. I got him. Boom, gets him, tackles the guy down, man. People are going crazy. And then afterwards, after practice, the varsity guys, the people that are gonna make the team, they're pissed off. Like, hey, man, like, take it easy. Like, why are you going so hard, man? You're making it harder for the rest of us. Now the coach is on our butt because we're not putting out as much output as you are. We're not as hungry as you are. You're making us look bad. And Rudy didn't understand what they were talking about. He's hungry, man. He wanted to get there. Those guys were already there. They're already on the team. They were already on the team. Okay, they had their number. They had their jerseys. They were going to be there on those game days. And Rudy kept being told he was never going to do it, and that hunger was always there, man. That guy took a beating. It's a great story. It's a great story, and you can talk about just any other movie like that, man. Just pick one for inspiration. They're not just movies, man. Those are just the thoughts, the mindset to have. So, how to keep that dog mentality? Never get full. Never get full. All right, you guys have a great day, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. Don't get full.